All right. So, hello there. It's Anna. I am the founder of Women Only Health and Fitness Club. We are Fit Attitude, lovingly known as WAFA. And today I have the lovely Yvonne, who, again, I'm quite excited about these new interviews because I'm now talking to members who've only been with us for a few weeks. So, Yvonne is in week 5 of our 6-week program, Body Fix in 6. And again, Yvonne has been very actively telling us about the sort of success of the program. So I thought I'd jump on the opportunity of asking you to do an interview today. So thank you for that, Yvonne. So if I can just, what I'm going to do is I want to sort of take us back. I mean, you've got quite a story to share. So I just wonder if we can kind of go back to pre-WAFA. WAFA wasn't in your life at all. Could you give us a little bit of an idea of what you were going through at that time?
Okay, so historically I've always been fit, healthy, into lots of things at school. I was into athletics and into basketball, and that carried on right through into my sort of early adult and late adult life, doing all sorts of things from Tai Chi to box fit. Fitness was always a big part of my life. And then 2 months after my 50th birthday, again, still feeling very fit, very healthy, got a diagnosis of leukemia out of nowhere. I wasn't symptomatic, wasn't feeling ill. I was lucky in a sense that it was found incidentally. I was due for a minor surgery, and part of the investigation for that, they discovered it. So I was lucky it was discovered in that way. Also very fortunate that through chemotherapy, I was in remission after 3-4 rounds of chemotherapy. So I'm one of the fortunate ones. But as anyone who's been through chemotherapy knows, or if they've seen anyone go through it, it wreaks havoc with your body. So whilst I was jubilant that I was over the leukemia and thought in my head I'd be able to kick straight back into being this fit person that I was before, I got a bit of a rude awakening when I tried to get back into a fitness regime. So I had the impacts of the chemo. I developed a frozen shoulder. I had arthritis. My joints were painful. I had no real strength. So it was not only physically, but mentally quite a place to be in because, this body wasn't doing what I was used to being able to do. So it was a difficult place. But I slowly but surely started to get there. And just in sort of March, April-ish, late March, I should say, beginning of March, sorry, I got myself into quite a good routine. I was going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, a nice combination of, Pilates, yoga, and high energy work as well. And then COVID-19 lockdown kicked in. And because I'm shielding, I'm stuck at home. So I started off with good intentions. I thought, I'll keep the same routine. The days that I would normally be going to the gym, I'll find something on YouTube and I'll do something at home. And for the first couple of weeks, that was fine. And thereafter, it went downhill. It's hard to be motivated when you're not in part of a class or someone's not, jibbing you along as well. So sitting at home, working from home, no real exercise, eating everything that was in reach, and slowly putting on weight and not feeling very happy with myself. And as well as a weight gain, everything starts to seize up when you're not active and when you're sitting at a computer all day as well. So I really wasn't in a good place.
And I think lockdown has brought out, it's been challenged for lots of people, and I think even more so if you're shielding, because you then are restricted, sorry about the drilling outside, you are restricted to being at home. And I imagine being an active person, just in the short time that I've known you, it's very apparent you're a pretty determined woman. And I imagine that whole feeling of like, oh great, I can't even go out now, I'm stuck indoors. And you just mentally, you're just like, oh, I can't be bothered.
Yeah, it's hard going. And then you think, well, though in the forefront of it, you're doing it for yourself. The fact that you're not seeing other people and you haven't got that motivation to look good for other people even. So the motivation, is you have to really dig deep for the motivation to keep going.
You do, but the good news is then WAFA came into your life. So I guess just it would be really, I think, really helpful for others to really understand how sort of, you joining what just tell us a bit about the experience you've had. And I'm going to mute myself because of that noise.
Okay. Yeah, so Rafa came into my life via my partner Annette. Actually, she found you, I think, online, and then told me about it. And she joined up, and I thought, okay, I'll just watch for a little bit to see how that goes for her. And I think it was just a week into it, and I could see how committed she was, and I could also see, the decline in my health and fitness as well. And I thought, I have to do this. I need something to get me structured, to get me motivated. And there's nothing like a bit of accountability as well to really get me going. So the fact that I would have to commit to 3 sessions a week, and if I didn't show up, I'd have to explain myself, and I'm not one for not doing the right thing. So it really appealed to me on that front. So yes, I joined up a week after Annette, and that was 5 weeks ago. I'm now into week 5. And it's been great. It's been one of the definitely one of the best things I've done. In terms of investing in myself. Yeah.
So beyond the classes, though, I think both you and Annette have really kind of embraced the community spirit as well. Has that helped you?
Definitely. And I would really say to people that WAFA is more than just a fitness group. It's very much a community, and a really supportive community at that. So we've got the chat list of the chats that we've got there. So people are often putting on, thanking the instructors and really encouraging people. And, I've shared a bit about my story, and the feedback that I got from people was just amazing. And to have that sense of community and that sense of camaraderie is really important, and it's really valued. So I think, it's definitely more than just a fitness club.
Yes.
And in addition, we've got the nutrition club as well, and the sweet corn fritters are now part of our diet. It's delicious, and we've made that a couple of times and snacked on that. So that's been lovely. The lunchtime drop-ins, I've not done one of those as yet, but there was a really interesting one on gut health the other day that was really interesting, and I will link into the recording of that, so I'm really interested in that as well. So much more than just fitness, a real community.
So we've just had to pause because I've had to move downstairs. So I'm going to rewind a little bit. Yvonne, what prompted this interview was a message that you posted in our club chat. And I just wonder if you could tell us a bit about that.
Yes, yeah, that was the photograph of the headstand. And the story behind that is that some years back, myself and a group of friends, we created a street dance group it was over 35 sort of professional women, and we called ourselves Confusion, and we had no dance background whatsoever. But we thought, with my daughter being a dancer and a street dancer, that we'd give the young people a bit of a run for their money. So it started just as a bit of fun. We met once a week. My daughter would choreograph something. Then we had the bright idea of what we performed at a charity do, and then we got lots of invitations to dance at different events. We danced on Britain's Got Talent. We went for that as well, and we just had a whale of a time. And it was not only fitness; it was great fun as well doing it. And one of my signature moves was a half-hearted attempt at a headstand partway through the routine. And on a good day, I'd get up. On a not so good day, I wouldn't get up. So it was a bit hit and miss. But everybody took the dance group in the spirit it was intended. It was just fun. It was us coming together. Fast forward a bit to March of this year, when everyone was doing the 2.6 challenge to raise money for charity. And I thought, okay, I'll do my thing. I'll do a headstand for 26 seconds, and that would be a good fundraiser. So I had a go, and there was no chance whatsoever. I couldn't get my feet off the ground. My arms were weak. I had no core strength. It wasn't happening. So I parked it. And then my daughter did an interview a couple of weeks back, and someone reminded her of the dance group and the headstand. So it prompted me again. I thought, okay, I'm feeling a lot stronger now. This WAPA business has really got my arms feeling a bit stronger. The core muscles they're happening. I thought I'd just go for it. Literally in my dressing room, just went for it. And lo and behold, I actually got up. So I thought, set the camera, do it again, take the photograph. And motivate, not just myself, but other people. I posted it and put it out there. And yeah, I'm going to go for it again. I'm in training, as it were, to do it for 26 seconds to raise some funds for a charity that I'm involved in. And that's what I'm doing. But the reception from people in WAFA was amazing. You know, the comments, the positive comments, the encouragement, just so positive. I'm really, really grateful for that.
But, you know, that's what it's all about. It's about us supporting each other. And, you know, bearing in mind, you were very honest and open about what you've been through. And I think to be able to see that, you know, that achievement alone is very motivating for them as well. It makes them realize that actually anything really is possible if you put your mind to it. And also, I think you just have to give yourself a bit of time. I mean, the fact that you have progressed in 5 weeks as much as you have is incredible. And you know, long may it last, I say. I can't wait. 26 seconds. I reckon you'll be doing longer than that for that head. And you do realize now you're going to have to send us some video footage of you now in your little dance group. I think the whole team would love that.
I'll send you some links. We had a whale of a time doing it, and it's got great fond memories of it, to tell you the truth. So yeah, I'll do that.
It sounds great fun. It sounds great fun. So I mean, you feel now, it sounds to me like a very different woman already.
Absolutely, absolutely. And not just physically. I think the way in which the program and the classes are set up, the fact that you work the same muscles, you know, over a period of time within the same week as well, I think that really has benefited and led me to build up this strength so quickly in a way that I hadn't been doing with my other regime outside of WAFA. Because with the variety of things I was doing, I wasn't working on the same muscles for a significant length of time to see the difference. So I think that's really why I've progressed so quickly in such a short space of time. And for me, it's, you know, it's continuing with that and not just physically feeling better in my body, but just mentally. You know, 6:15, I'm up doing these classes in the morning. Would never have thought it. And what a motivator for the day. You know, it sets you up, it energizes you, and you know, I've got a more positive outlook. So definitely, you know, this is something I want to continue, and I can see the benefits now, and you know, as a long-term thing as well. So yeah, thank you, WAFA.
So I always ask this question. You know, there are lots of women out there who probably, like you, were quite sporty and quite active, and then something's happened that's kind of halted them and completely stopped them in their tracks, and they're kind of teetering on the edge of knowing they need to do something. But often there's a lot of fear for people about taking that leap of faith. What would you say to them to just encourage them otherwise to just try something like WAFA?
I would say go for it. You know, it's a natural thing, that fear. Not only is it the unknown of yourself, but it's also the unknown of the people that you're going to be meeting with to do that. But that's one of the advantages of WAFA. It's women only. It's women of all shapes, sizes, ethnicities, ages as well. So it's a very inclusive group to be a part of. And it's so encouraging. It's encouraging from the staff at WAFA who are knowledgeable in all matters, fitness and health and lifestyle, and from your fellow compadres, as it were, as well. So definitely, as I say, go for it. You know, invest in yourself, invest in your well-being, and you know, be kind to yourself, and go for something like this where you can really take it at your own pace, but then also be pushed just enough, nudged just enough to take it to the next step, and you know, to always push yourself to do the best you can. So yeah, guys, go for it. Definitely.
Thank you so much for that, Yvonne. I really, really appreciate you doing that, because I think anyone watching this will be hugely inspired by your story. And I can't wait to see where you're going to be in 6 months' time, even sooner. 5 weeks, let's say another 5 weeks, 10 weeks' time, where you're going to be. Really motivating. Thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for setting up WAFA and providing us with, you know, such a great service. Brilliant.
Well, it takes members like you to make it what it is. That's what I always say. It's a team effort.
Absolutely.